Today I'm here to challenge your traditional thinking of the educational setting. I'll be sharing with you the 6 different learning spaces that are about to undergo renovation and remodeling for the upcoming school year. After exploring the 6 different learning areas, it is evident how they are interconnected with each other, and these learning spaces are evident in all schools. The 6 learning spaces are the personal space, liminal space, classroom and school learning space, beyond the classroom, group learning, and the E-space. The personal learning space. When we think of the personal learning space, we think of how an individual learns within a space. We need to think about where students work best and what is needed to support the students for optimal learning to occur. To have successful personal learning spaces, our students need to be self-directed, confident in their learning abilities and skills, and engage in reflection after learning. Motivation underpins a personal learning space. We aim to create a learning space where our students are intrinsically motivated to achieve and succeed in their learning, thus having learners who are critical and deep thinkers. Our learners will also have goals and outcomes that they are working towards. We aim to develop self-efficiency with our learners, and this is their belief in their own abilities to succeed in various situations. They view challenges as tasks to be mastered and develop a deeper interest in the activities, a stronger sense of commitment to their activities, and recover quickly from setbacks. With the challenges, we will create a learning culture where students are reflective of their practice, and this includes ourselves. Some of the strengths for teachers are the motivation, student-centered learning environment, and provide an environment where students have autonomy for their learning and knowing your students and their learning styles and abilities. Some of the challenges are that it's not a tangible space for teachers to also engage in self-reflection and providing opportunities for students to set learning goals and outcomes. Strengths for children are that it enhances independent learning, students take self-direction in their learning and self-reflective and evaluate their learning, they build self-confidence in their abilities and their capabilities. Some of the challenges are that students need to be mature to understand and engage in this type of learning, they need to be self-motivating and need a clear structure to this learning process. The liminal learning space is the time between the what was and the next. It is a transformative space. It is important as teachers that we recognise this learning space in our classroom and foster a learning culture that embraces the challenges and successes while in this space. Although it is uncomfortable at times, we want to encourage and challenge our students to explore this space when learning new content, as it is when the most meaningful learning occurs. Students flow in and out of this space and they require support and scaffolding to make sense of their understandings and new knowledge. The liminal space is a stimulating space that can often reflect those light bulb moments or highlight deeper understanding and demonstrate the critical thinking that went into a learning task. Strengths for teachers is that it allows for critical thinking to occur, understand the whole child and where to better plan for future learning, and to scaffold specific learning for students. Challenges are that it's an intangible learning space, creating learning spaces or classroom culture that embraces educational risk-taking, perseverance, resilience, and problem solving. For children are that it boosts self-esteem and confidence with challenges in learning, and a classroom culture where students are risk takers. Challenges are to tackle with new or unfamiliar ideas, or stress and anxiety when students enter this space. After much consideration and research into classroom and school learning spaces, I propose that our school should consider an open plan learning space. Creating an open plan learning space allows all of us as educators to rethink and explore different and new teaching practices. The learning spaces includes the physical environment in which both teachers and students spend the majority of their time in learning and teaching. The classroom and school learning space is best if it's flexible and open plan. This allows for the teachers to engage in team teaching, shared responsibility of the practice and instruction, differentiated and personalised curriculums, flexible groupings, and discovery and inquiry-based approaches. For teachers are that allows for collaboration and team teaching, differentiated learning programs, flexible groupings. Challenges for teachers are the noise level, classroom and behavioural management issues, and clear expectations and routines within the class, and doesn't accommodate for all learning styles. The students are that there's more space around the classroom to learn, different and flexible learning areas, collaborative spaces. Challenges are that there's distractions within the room, a louder working environment, and does not suit all learning styles, and the large space can be overwhelming for some students. The learning space beyond the classroom is the learning that occurs outside of the classroom. Learning can and does occur all the time and not just in the classroom. Therefore, as a teacher, it is important that we provide students with the opportunities to explore and learn outside of the school. This includes going on excursions and implementing incursions. The experiences outside of the classroom support students' social, emotional, and physical development, developing the whole child. For teachers are that it connects theory to real life, provides a hands-on experience, develops the whole child, and it's experimental and practical learning. Challenge art takes time to prepare and plan for excursions or incursions, and the aligning the learning to the curriculum that needs to be meaningful and purposeful. Strengths for children are that it assists and supports learners who don't respond to mainstream classes, improves self-esteem, confidence, motivation, social behaviour. Challenges for students are that organisation of parents or students, engagement in the learning and behaviour outside of the school, and cost. Group, collaborative, and cooperative learning spaces are interconnected and develop from each other as learning is social in nature. Group learning is simply students working together while the teacher supports. Cooperative learning is teacher-led, promotes higher order thinking skills, and has individual accountability and an overall group goal. Collaborative learning is similar to cooperative, however, is student-centered and led. In education, there is also structured team learning, which focuses on student-led activities where all students are engaged in the process together, and information group learning, where the focus is on group dynamics, projects, and discussions. Strength for teachers are the personalised learning and curriculum, flexible groupings, support students' cognitive, social and personal skills, and creating learning goals specific to a group. Challenges are noise level, providing constant feedback, allocating students in a working group. Strengths for children are working in mixed ability groups, capable students supporting others, supporting each other through learning, and continual sharing of knowledge and understanding. Challenges are that all students to contribute equally and fairly to the learning, dynamics of a working group, and time for students to complete the work. E-learning space can be considered both tangible and non-tangible. It involves using technology, software and programs to improve student learning. This includes through the implementation of devices, softwares, apps, etc. in the classroom, but also includes the learning that occurs from online environments such as Twitters or blogs. For teachers, these online communities allow you to continually engage in professional learning from educators from a wider community. The e-learning space allows for learning to occur from anywhere and from any time. Strengths for teachers are the foster collaboration for students between staff and the wider educational community, provide you with new knowledge and understandings of teaching, develop 21st century skills. Challenges are finding and using applications that are appropriate to learning and that enhance and improve teaching, and difficulties in setting up and using technology. Strengths for children are the flexible learning with devices and that learning can occur at any time from anywhere, and the multimodal learning approaches. Challenges are distraction from learning if the technology is not used appropriately, social interactions or lack of collaboration, and accessibility of devices, and cyber safety.